morning, about the break of day, he jumps into his pickup, he heads out on his way. Well, he's got one old crummy.
Hey guys and gals, women and children, how we doing? Excuse me, Billy Ray here. Thanks for tuning in. We got a little scenario out here in my community again out in Yellow Point. Real good woodworking buddy of mine here. He's got. We've been on the property before, and what he's got a beautiful woodworking shop here, and his home's over there. And there he is, kind of just knocking some limbs off, old school, with his grandpa's double-bitted axe. And we fell these couple balsams out for us. And what he's going to do is he's going to add an addition on out here for more woodworking space. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful spot. They're saving those two out. But what we got is this here. It's a maple. It's got a bit of a heavy lean to the shop, actually. And I guess they had another service in, and he walked away. He didn't want to climb it and rig it out. And that, you know, it's a big climb and a big rig and show. It can be done. It's, of course, anything can be, but you know, I always look and see if we can't, you know, fall it. That's kind of the idea here. There is a space here. There's septic out there, which we're not too happy with, but the amount of dough it would cost to fix one little pipe, if it even happened, I think we're going to actually do real well. But if we did, and we've already had the discussion, you're way beyond cost of fixing a little pipe in the ground than you are rigging this out or bringing a truck in and doing all that. So I'm going to stuff it through this right here. But it's going to be similar to some of them other ones I do with a tagline. What I'm going to do is run two lines in this tree. Look at this great big leader off the back of it. Look at it. I mean, it's huge, yeah, and it's going right on the shop. The stem itself has got a predominant lean back this way. You can see it. There's, you know, here's the tree. There's straight up, you see. So it's taken off this way pretty heavy, okay? Plus that big leader is going this way. So the tree, you know, if that building wasn't there, I could probably put this maple, you know, over there, you know, maybe even, you know, over here, and anywhere's in here, 180 degrees. But unfortunately, we're on the back side of the lean, so there's not much foliage on the back side. There's no counterbalance. So I'm gonna tag it back. I'm gonna tag the thing back, maybe to this arbutus, maybe up there. Put a tagline on it so it sits up, and I'm gonna reef it off the stump. So that's the plan. I'm going to hang some ropes and get to it. We'll turn you guys back on a flash and get this thing going. But you can really see the situation here. Like, look at it. It's leaning right on the shop. But there is a hole, and it's going to be quite a stuffing. But we are going to stuff it in here. And I got the old ace in the hole up there, the crew cab.
Her name, she's a good old one-ton. People and a straight tick was a bang. Rattling up that old log in a row. Search of a buckskin log. A few pulls on that McCullough. She began on her dog. He's a woodman. He's a woodman. He's a woodman. He's his boss. He's a woodman. He's a woodman. Smells like sap and gasoline. He's a woodman. He's a woodman. Living out his dream. People see him coming. With a smile upon his face. There's always time for chit-chat as he stops to tie his lips. With Myrtles and back and dragon.
Let's see here.
With two chords of the best, he feels you scrutinizing as he backs up to the test. Well, the woodman wears a smirk and flicks that whistle on his chest. He walks away in confidence, cause he knows his wood's the best. He knows his wood's the best.
I bet you is.
He knows his wood's the best. Yeah, all right.
Right there. 4 feet off of it. Balsams are a taller tree. That's good. I nailed it. Now, what about this one? Where's it gonna go? Give me a second shot. Do you want me to do any quick bucking here? Takes me no time.
We'll cut timber on a contract. Beats the hell out of day rate. You sure did keep the wolves away, but it gave him the father's gate. Well, behold the woodman's woodshed. It's a sight to be seen.
Okay guys, this is a similar setup. How are we all doing? This is a similar setup to what I was doing on that Big Bad Arbutus job. It's actually, the physics are very similar in this job. They are. Okay. Are you here? Okay. Make sure she sucks up tight. You get a bite on the rope, not, you know what I mean? So everything's tight like that, okay? Right? And then we're gonna tie this big dirty block that I love. I love this thing. I've always loved it because it'll never break. Nata. Okay, when I tie my bowlines, I like to my double, you know, with double, I like to pull each individual rope to make sure it's set. You know what I mean by that? And then when I tighten up on it, see like this, guys? You see? There we go. Okay, just a quick rundown on what's going down here. Okay, guys and gals, women and children. Here's this big dirty maple. Now, that big limb back there is heavier than heck, okay? And it's putting a strange kind of a counterbalance on the stump, okay? So to put your tagline, you got to put your tagline in the right spot, okay? I could almost cut this thing up, tap wedges in the back of it, set it up on wedges, and just yard it off the stump. I'm gonna go set it. Is basically like, it's just back there, okay? Because of that counterbalance. Sure, here's the lean here. The lean on this, okay, the stem is back there, okay? It's back there. But when you add in the mathematical weight of that up there, all of a sudden, basically your lean changes. Your forces of nature change over this way a bit. To the left, it's obvious. It's inertia and weight and gravity. So now I've just set this tagline basically right here to kind of kick back. It's just going there. It's going in a similar direction to the pole. But I do not want to put my tagline back here, because if I do that, you could actually pull that thing. I mean, you wouldn't want it on there a lot, but you know what I mean? Like, that's a big limb. That could counterbalance and twist and roll off. So we got to get it moving in, okay? We got to get it moving into the undercut, okay? So I'm not putting a ton of pressure. I just want it to kick in, take the strength out of take the stretch out of the ropes, and stand it up on the stump. That's all I want to do, guys. Does that make sense to you? Good. So here's the turfer set up, running double bowline there to here, okay? There's not a ton. You probably see that tree move, actually, if I just kind of... Yeah, it's a big tree. I'm going to do a couple more pulls on that, and that'll be it. And I'll go set up the pickup. You get both lines set before you get going on something like this. Because you don't want it pulling like crazy as soon as you put cuts in it. It could do strange things on you. You know, these turfers are strong. There. I can see that rope actually tightening up. See? Okay, so there we go. So that's on there. Did you see it move at all, Bill? Just a little bit. Good. That's perfect. No, you don't. Not on maple. The hardwood. Fir, you can reef them right up. Yeah, that's exactly right. So I'm comfortable with that. That's nice. I'll get this other one set up. Okay, I got the hubs locked in. We're going to go over here and crack this thing. Get her set up. Okay, here's the setup. Okay. We're all set up. Don't worry, this rope's on the no end. It's already through the knot. Tied up. Good block there, straight, nice straight pull through there, which is actually good. It's going to keep it up high off the septic, which I like. Let's go and check all our knots. This looks good. Looks really good. See how that's pulling straight to the block off the bite. It's really good. I like it. Very good. Rope's looking good there. We got our turfer on. That thing's going to plunge right in here. So I'll probably cut up and see how this thing goes. Yeah, I like it. Okay, fellas. This tree's rigged up. It's turfed right to there. So we've got it kind of, you know what I mean? We've got it held off the building. Even if it were to bust, it would roll off you know, and come in, but it's not going to. I'm just saying if it did, you know, so we're gonna have to reef on it is what we're gonna have to do. So let's get a cut in this thing and go beat it. See, so you have to ask yourself, you keep cutting? Because if it broke, it would be a shell. Only because there's nothing pulling it. So it's gonna, into its weight, curl out, hit them furs, roll off in there, be a disaster. So if I start banging right now, it's almost a bad move. You get what I'm saying, don't you? Like guys will keep cutting and they'll wonder why they... That's a lot of wood to pull, but that's gone, man. That's coming right over right now. Here, I'll put you guys down in here so you can see what happens. This is the idea. You can see where the undercut's facing, eh? It's kind of facing up high, right? But I want that tree to come in. I'm hoping it's going to drift a bit. The undercut's shooting high, but it's going to drift. So I want it to come high and then drift. So that's what we're shooting for here. And I'm going to put you guys right here. And you're gonna have some fun. Right here like this. You can watch that tree come in. See how that works for you. Should be fairly close. Let's put you a little closer. Just because that's the kind of guy I am. Try that. Oh, I love it. Did you guys hurt yourself? Wasn't that a dandy? And septic field saved out. Yeah. No climbing, no rigging.
That's amazing.
We did it.
Well done, Billy.
Well done, Billy. He's Billy too.
Yeah.
Anyways, That's good. So that's good. So we'll go buck this down so it's safe for Bill to get in there with his power saw. I don't like leaving loaded limbs and that. So we'll go take care of that. And we'll do that now. Thanks for hanging around the stump with Billy Ray today. And Billy. And your first name again?
Linda.
Linda. Did you see Linda? All right. Over and out, guys.